Yo, what's up, people? This your boy P. Ross back in the building. Just got done watching the biggest wrestling spectacle of all time, Wrestlemania 31. Alright, this was a pretty good showing, a pretty good outing for them. The pre-show lasted the kickoff show lasted like 2 hours, and then Wrestlemania was like 4 hours. So, you know, you got a lot of hot stuff in there. First, I'm gonna start out with the pre-show matches. Tag team titles up for grab. Tyson Kidd and Cesaro, who owns the titles now, versus the Usos versus the New Day versus Los Matador. Tyson Kidd and Cesaro, they retained the tag team titles. That was actually a pretty good match. Generally speaking, when you have as many high flyers and as many talented guys in the same ring, you know, they tend to do their thing. And they did. It was awesome. The next match in the kickoff show was Andre the Giant Battle Royal. You got about 30 superstars, you know what I'm saying? They all gunning to get the Andre the Giant Battle Royal trophy or whatever. This is the second year they did this. They started this last year. Last year Cesaro won. He almost won this year, but this year the Big Show finally won a Battle Royal. So let's get a clap for the Big Show. Now we getting on to WrestleMania. The ladder match, Daniel Bryan versus Wade Barrett versus Dolph Ziggler versus Stardust versus Luke Harper versus R-Truth versus Dean Ambrose. Now my pick to actually win this was Dean Ambrose, and this was another good match too. You know, you had ladders flying everywhere. I remember one scene where, you know, Dean Ambrose always go to the top of the ladder. He dropped the elbow on everybody. But the winner came out to be Daniel Bryan. You know, so he wasn't my particular pick, but I like Daniel. You know what I'm saying? So that is what it is. The next match was one I've been highly anticipating. Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins. The way Randy Orton executed the RKO in this one was spectacular. Seth Rollins was going for a curb stomp. Randy Orton raised up, pushed him in the air, and RKO'd him and won the match. So I was happy for that. Another most anticipated match was Sting versus Triple H. Sting looked great. Triple H looked great. I was pulling for Sting to win, but a couple occurrences happened in this match. Like D-Generation X came out, Road Dogg, X-Pac, and Billy Guns. You know, they came out to help Triple H, you know. And then who turns around and come and help out Sting? The NWO, Hall, Nash, and Hulk Hogan. So, you know, Triple H got the sledgehammer. Scott Hall gave Sting the bat. So when Triple H was going to use it, you know, the bat broke the sledgehammer in half. But needless to say, Triple H still used the sledgehammer to get the win on Sting. I thought it was an awesome match, spectacular. The NWO was going after G-Generation X. It was like the Monday Night Wars all over again, except it's there in the same ring. So that was like very exciting for me. The next match, you had the Bellas versus AJ Lee and Paige. The winner of that match was Paige and AJ Lee. I'm a big AJ fan. I didn't think they was gonna pull it out, but she put Nikki Bella and the Black Widow, Nikki Tap. That's how they won. Next match, John Cena versus Rusev. Now, if you listen to any of my past pay-per-view results, you know I can't stand Rusev. You know what I'm saying? I always wondered why he just couldn't lose. You know what I'm saying? No matter who it was. The Big Show, Mark Henry, Jack Swagger, he wrestled Big E. He couldn't win. You know, so finally, John Cena comes in the ring. Didn't look too good for Cena either at first. It really didn't. But Cena was able, towards the end of the match, he accidentally hit Lana off of the apron. And Cena took advantage, you know, in 880, and John Cena won the U.S. title. And I want to go back, if I didn't say it, Daniel Bryan actually won the Intercontinental Championship. All right, let's move on. Then next, it was kind of like how they do the WrestleMania moments. It was like with The Rock. So The Rock comes out, and he kind of tells Triple H, "I'm gonna whoop your ass." So Stephanie slaps The Rock, okay, and tells The Rock to get out of her ring. So who knew that Ronda Rousey was there? The dominant MMA champion, UFC. You know what I'm saying? She was in the building. The Rock pulled her out, and they got in the ring. And basically what happened, Stephanie was trying to basically plead her case to Ronda Rousey, you know. But after the fact, you know, Stephanie got some balls or whatever, and she told her to leave, you know. So The Rock got up on Triple H, you know, and Stephanie, I think, was finna do something to The Rock, but Ronda Rousey stopped her, and she put her in some kind of arm bar. It was almost like she was trying to break her arm and shit. You know what I'm saying? Which was an actual great moment. Then Triple H got up, and then Ronda Rousey like threw him over her back. You know what I'm saying? So that was like awesome. Then we got Bray Wyatt versus The Undertaker. Now I must say, The Undertaker looked great. Like versus last year, you know what I'm saying? He didn't look that much in shape to me. You know what I'm saying? This WrestleMania, he was in shape. You know, he looked good. You know, so Undertaker ended up winning that match. Then we got the main event: Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. Now, Roman was clearly getting his ass whooped. But Roman he didn't get pinned, none of that. Brock came with the suplexes as usual. So Roman Reigns finally got his chance to actually do something because he threw Brock Lesnar into the post outside the ring. And Brock Lesnar was bleeding bad. So they went through this thing. I think Roman Reigns hit him with 3 Superman punches and speared him a couple times, but he still couldn't pin Brock. So then after they whooping each other's ass, finally here comes Seth Rollins and want to cash in the Money in the Bank. Seth Rollins came in, and the Money in the Bank, he cashed in. The match was now a triple threat, which means that anybody could get pinned to win the title. All right. Now, Seth Rollins he curb stopped Lesnar, and then it was a whole bunch of commotion in the ring. Then he curb stops Roman Reigns when he get back in the ring, and guess what? He pins Roman Reigns to win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Couldn't believe it. You know. But it was very exciting, and I wasn't even like expecting that. But it was very, very exciting. Aloe Black, he opened up singing God Bless America. Skylar Grey and Kia Inc., you know, they sang at halftime, I guess. Overall, it was a pretty good show, and I enjoyed it. So if anybody else out there watched WrestleMania, Raw gonna be crazy tomorrow night. So check it out. Let me know what y'all think. All right, peace.